Welcome to another episode of Kurdistan This Week, where we bring you the latest in the Kurdistan region from NRT Studios in Somani. Several top officials from Baghdad visited Erbil this week for discussions with their counterparts in the Kurdistan regional government, including President Barham Saleh, Speaker of the Council of Representatives Mohammed al-Halbusi, and Federal Finance Minister Fuad Hussein. The goal of the talks was to make progress towards resolving the ongoing disagreements between Baghdad and Erbil over the 2020 budget, oil and gas revenue, security, and the disputed areas. In particular, the 2020 budget process promises to be a tense affair, given that the KRG has failed to meet its obligations under this year's law by not transferring a required 250,000 barrels of crude oil per day to Baghdad for export. The federal officials met variously with Kurdistan Region President Nechervan Barzani, KRG Prime Minister Masroor Barzani, Deputy Prime Minister Kabad Talbani, and Kurdistan Parliament Speaker Ruwais Fayak, as well as Kurdistan Democratic Party leader Masoud Barzani. All involved made upbeat statements about the meetings, but significant hurdles remain to resolving their disagreements. Senior member of the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan Politburo, Mahmoud Sangawi, was prevented from entering Erbil at a checkpoint on Thursday. Sangawi was traveling to the region's capital to attend a PUK party meeting, but turned back to Somani when he was not allowed through a checkpoint. PUK spokesperson Latif Sheikh Omar told reporters that the action was not in keeping with the spirit of the party's relationship with the Kurdistan Democratic Party. Sheikh Omar said that Erbil, and Kurdistan as a whole, was the property of every Kurdish citizen, and not any particular party. After the incident, the KRG's Interior Ministry issued a press release saying that it had not ordered Sangawi to be prevented from coming to Erbil. The ministry is headed by a member of the Goran movement. KRG Minister of Housing and Reconstruction Dana Abdul Karim said during a press conference on Thursday that 40 billion Iraqi dinars, or $33.5 million, has been allocated to repair roads between the region's cities. He added that the goal is to complete the work within 70 days, when winter weather begins to hamper construction. The ministry said that it had already awarded contracts and that the work would begin this week. Thousands of people are hurt or killed in car crashes in the region every year. Many drivers say that the poor conditions of the region's roads contribute to the crashes. Poor connections between the cities are also thought to depress economic development in the region. Graduates of the Dentistry College protested in front of the Council of Ministers building on Sunday, saying that the government should increase its hiring of qualified dentists. The protesters told NRT Digital Media that it was important for them to gain experience working for the health ministry, because private clinics almost always look for that as a qualification later on. At the region's hospitals, medical graduates have been hired, but the ministry has said that it does not have any vacancies available for dental program graduates. Hiring in the public sector was largely suspended during the financial crisis, leaving many students who left university over the past few years without jobs. Better economic fortunes have raised hopes that the KRG will begin hiring again, but new positions in many sectors have not yet materialized. Students and recent graduates routinely protest in cities and towns across the region, calling on the government to do more to provide employment opportunities. The fig harvest has begun in Sartak village near Darbandikhan city, which is one of the best areas in the Kurdistan region for growing the fruit, where its cooler climate allows figs to ripen until the end of September. And they typically produce around 80,000 tons per year that are either eaten fresh or dried for later consumption. This year, however, farmers in Sartak are increasingly concerned about crop diseases and low prices, though the extent to which these will affect this year's harvest or local livelihoods is not yet clear. Aras Ali, who is in charge of the Maidan Agriculture Chamber, told NRT Digital Media that the reason for any decline would be because farmers are not following government advice about best practices. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Kurdistan This Week. If you'd like more information on these stories and others, check out our website, nrttv.com/en, and be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.